Hey guys, it's me again, Orc Slayer. What is where we last left off? Let's see, checking. We last left off on what if Deku was Killer Crocodile or Killer Croc. They essentially went through the whole ordeal of the race. Now you're on to the whole, the horses. Or, yeah, the horse. Before that, I explained a little bit of what's happening with Sludge. He's gathering more people to join his side, that whole ordeal. You got Kevin, Grundy, and Manbat, along with Gang Orc on the stands, cheering Deku on. And Deku won by essentially throwing landmines at Todoroki, which again, wasn't in the rules that you could not do that. So, he technically got away with it, though some people call it a bit more of foul play on his part. Others say he did what he had to do. There's nothing wrong with that. So, he continues on with the whole marching his way forward. So, since he's declared the winner, he has to go first. And so, as they're all ready, he's like, okay, who am I going to have on my team? As he looks around for a couple of people, there's a couple of people who want to be on his team, or that haven't really approached him yet. They're trying their first choice, though. So that way there's a chance that they maybe we don't have to be with a guy who has 10 million points. Yeah, I believe it was 1 million or 10 million. So, as Deku is just find someone, as he is not really having the best of luck. She's like, I just need one person. I could even be the horse if it comes down to it. Just one person. Please, God. As you actually have Ibarra who walks up to him. He's like, oh, thank you, Lord. She's like, Midoriya, or Daniels. And she's like, I saw you haven't had anyone join your team yet. He's like, yeah, I haven't. Then he hears, as they're discussing that she's wanting to join his team and how they would work together, you actually have May who shows up. She's like, hello there. You're the one with 10 million points, aren't you? As she explains her whole goal, that she wants to show off her babies, all her support items. As Ibarra is just like, It's like, as Ibarra is sort of looking over it, seeing how May could play with the team. As Ndeku's just like, alright, we got 3 people. Me and you two. Who we may need a 4th. As Deku's thinking, as he's sort of scratching his head, he's like, what sort of gadgets do you got? As they go through and figuring out what gadgets she has a jetpack and the little hover boots. Deku's thinking, he's like, alright, I know who we need. As he walks over, he's like, Araka, over here. Since she hasn't even been able to find a team yet. Suyu didn't want to join another team because, of course, she still wants to try and prove herself against Deku. So, as he has Uraraka join his team, he's like, alright, here's the game plan. We are going to run away. As they're like, what? He's like, okay, Ibarra, you can handle defense with your vines, right? You can just sprout them up all the time. He's like, yep. Though I do have to detach them from my hair for me to use my vines like that again and again. He's like, alright, that's fine. We can use that to our advantage. Alright, Araka, you can make things float, right? 0 gravity. She's like, yeah. He's like, well, we're going to use that backpack, that jump pack, along with those hover boots, and you're going to make me weigh nothing, so that way we can fly in the air. May, you bring the gadgets. It's like, Deku, what do you bring, though? It's just like, me? I bring one of the most important parts of this thing. I can make shockwaves. Or air blast, let's call them that. As Deku and all of them get set up, Deku isn't the rider, he's the front horse. Uraraka more or less has the jetpack on, while Ibarra actually has I'll say, actually, May has the hover boots. since she could work them better, and Deku's able to keep up with them more or less, and Ibara, well, let's just say she's got a pair too. As they each have their gear items, they're like, alright, everybody ready? They're like, yeah, Deku, we got your back. As Deku just says, let me give a small praise, like, please, please, God, help us. As Ibara's just like, Midoriya, the Lord will always watch over us. He's just like, it's better send off a prayer. As he's just like, alright, let's do this. As he lets off this massive, like, window-shattering roar, as everybody covers their ear, they're like, what is happening? As immediately they run away, like I said. As they're like, run. Deku's just like, run! Do not stop for nothing. If there's something in our way, I'll break it down. Otherwise, we fly and Ibara builds walls. As Deku even takes time to, like, try and... As since he can pretty much carry Uraraka by herself, he's trying to make sure that he can try and do other things like, fling dirt at people, rocks, that sort of deal. That is their entire game plan, is just be an annoyance to everybody who wants to take their points. Now, they get into a couple of tight spots every now and then, but thanks to Deku's strength, he's able to send shockwaves at people just enough to get them think again about coming after him. Bakugo is off terrorizing 1B and Monoma and all of them, since, Monoma wanted to fight Bakugo and try and humiliate him. You have Todoroki, who's been trying to get after Deku. As Deku's like, yeah, not gonna happen. As he's constantly shooting like little shockwaves blast at Todoroki's ice. As Todoroki's trying to find the right moment to sort of try to utilize his fire more. Like I said, or if I didn't say it, he's trying to utilize it more. Samson, stop it. Samson's whining at me because I'm not paying attention to him. Come on, up on the bed. Come on, up, Samson. Come on, Samson, up. I ain't gonna stop you. Come on, boy, up. As Deku is just running around, he's just like, okay. As he sees Gang Orca and them like, run, Deku, run. As Kevin's like, you can do it, Midoriya, Deku. As Deku's just like, run, 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 run. Can't stop, won't stop, must go on, must go on. As he's just trying to figure out how long do we have to run for. As he sees the timer, it's just like, okay, time is almost up. I can almost stop running. As he makes it all the way to the end of just running away. The same teams win, so it's more or less the same people who are joining for the final round. That whole scenario stays true. So as don't throw up, please. No, that was just burp. Anyways, as we get to the whole end scenario, it's Shinzo versus Deku. As that whole thing is sorted away, as Deku is walking up to his stance, he actually sees Endeavor. He's just like, and he sees Endeavor looking at himself. As Deku's just thinking, oh, he probably remembers when I knocked his bitch. No, he's like, oh, he most definitely remembers when I knocked him out. Or at least hurt him very severely. And I just wanted to have a... Oh well. Life goes on. Sorry. He's like, life goes on. And hopefully mine will too. As he steps into an arena with Shinzo, he's like, I kind of understand what you said. I like what to hear. You had a pretty good speech, I would say. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna win this thing. As Deku's just like, yeah, good luck. As he freezes, as he was not made aware of what Shinzo's quirk was. Shinzo's like, I'm sorry, Deku, really I am. But he's like, walk out of the ring. As Deku's walking towards the ring, everyone's like freaking out. It's like, he got control of Midoriya, oh my god. As he's slowly walking to the thing, Deku's just like, oh, so this is how it ends. Well, this is dumb. But I fell for a trick like that. As he is almost there, he sees he still has like that thing of the users of One For Us. He's like, what's the? He's like, oh. As since he can't break his finger, he actually does something else. He actually, as he's making his way, he slowly raises his hand as everyone's like, what is Midoriya doing? So he puts it in his mouth as he just bites down hard. As he takes like a bit of his finger off, he's like, Midoriya just bit his finger off. What in the world? As everybody's freaking out, Deku's just like, oh, that is not a good feeling. As everybody's just like, why the heck did he just bite his finger off? As Deku's like, I gotta go to Recovery Girl after this. This does not feel good. Get up, Samson. Come on, Samson, up. Boy, stop being a pain. you guys probably can't hear him, but he's whining. Come on, up. As Deku turns around to Shinzo with his own finger hanging out of his mouth. Shinzo's just like, what have I just done? Deku simply walks over to him and just like picks him up and just throws him out of the ring. As it's like, Midoriya wins, Shinzo's out of bounds. As Deku just starts sort of speed running to Recovery Girl. As Recovery Girl's just like, what did that idiot do? As Deku's just like, I just had to bite off my finger. This is not fun. But that's where I'm going to be ending this one off at. Sorry, it's a very, very short one. Been busy for a little bit for this last week. Though, I most likely will be bringing back the What If Issei had the Chaos Flame for the next part. I'll try to get it out very quickly. Quit it. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Guys, continue to enjoy this, and I hope you guys have a nice day, nice night, nice life.